My name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems out of this book here, the GMAT review, the official guide. If you do not have this book, buy it immediately so that you can follow my work and you can prepare for the GMAT. As I've said before many times, there is no such thing as preparation for GMAT without this book. This is your Bible as far as the GMAT is concerned. Let's take a look at the problem that I'm about to solve. The problem is on page number 166, problem solving number 110. Let's see what it says. It says a candy bar that usually sells for 40 cents each, all right, are on sale at 2 for 75, all right, 2 for 75, sale price. Sale price is 2 for 75. And what is their regular price? The regular price is 40 cents each. Regular price is 40 cents each, which is 80 cents. So I'm basically saving 5 cents. What is the question asking? Because had I bought them at the regular price, I would have paid 40 cents for each of the two candies. I would have paid 80 cents. Today they are running a generous sales, which gives me the opportunity of saving a whole nickel. The question simply is, what is the percentage reduction in the price of the two candies? All right. So the percentage reduction is basically you're saving 5 cents of the regular price of 80 cents. And we just have to find out this percentage. And instead of wasting my time trying to figure out what is 5 divided by 80 is, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to look at the answer choices. Well, very first thing I notice is that 5 divided by 100 is 5%, obviously. 5 out of 100 is 5%. Since this is 5 out of 80, since this is a lower number, this has to be more than 5%. What can I cross out? A is gone. What else can I cross out? That's what I do. When I'm taking the GMAT, I get rid of the insane answers. I literally write down A, B, C, D, E in a piece of paper. Just write down. I don't write down the answers, but I write down the letters A, B, C, D, E, and I start crossing out the wrong answers. Because when I'm taking the exam, I am not interested at all in knowing what the right answer is. I'm only interested in knowing if I can locate, if I can spot the 4 wrong answers. That's all I'm interested in. If I can spot the 4 wrong answers, the remaining one has to be the right answer. What else can I cross out? Well, E says 12%. Let's take a look at it. It cannot be 12% because I know that 10% of 80 is 8. So if I had 8 over 80, that would have been 10%. Since I only have 5 over 10, it cannot be 12%. That is insane. What else? 8%, anyway, so we're down to 3 answer choices there. 6 1/4, 6 2/3, and 8%. Now let me tell you how I will figure out that it is not 8%. Because we're talking about 80, I know 8 times 8 is 64. The 8% would have to be 6.4 over 80. That is 8%. That's how we find quickly the 8%, because 8 times 8 is 64. 6.4 divided by 80 would be 8%. We're dealing with only 5. This is too big. Let me try 6%. So I'm down to these two. It has to be one of these two. I'm trying to figure out whether it's closer to 6 1/4 or 6 2/3. Let's try 6%. I know 8 times 6 is 48. Voila. Since it's 48, therefore that tells me that 4.8 divided by 80 is exactly 6%. Since I'm little over 4.8, I'm at 5. The answer is 6 1/4%. Answer is 6 1/4%. And of course, if you want to go one step further, you can ask yourself, what is 1% of 8? But I'm not going to make it too complicated for you. We're just going to leave it at that. But if you're quick enough to see that 1% of 80 is 0.8. which tells me that the 1/4% of 8 1/4% of 80 has to be 0.2. And there is your remaining 0.2 there. This is 4.8, this is 5, hence 6.25%. But anyway, the bottom line is the answer choice has to be B or C. What can I cross out here to actually convince you to do this out? Well, you do it out yourself. 6.25%, you will see times 80 will give you 5. The answer is B. It is closer to 6%, as you can see. That's how we find out 6%. Since you have to take the exam without a calculator, you have to find these tricks, you have to find these shortcuts. Or you can sit there and divide 5 by 80 if you want to go through that misery. I don't like to do that. So that's what it is. So let me give you a quick recapitulation. We are buying 2 candies at 75 cents. Regular price is 40 cents each, which means regularly I would have paid 80 cents. I'm saving 5 cents out of a total regular price of 80. The question is, what is that in terms of percentage? Right away, since I know that 5 over 100 is 5%, and since this bottom is lower than 100, 5 over 80 has to be more than 5%. Immediately, I crossed out A, which was 2.5%. That is silly. That cannot be the answer. That's too small. I also know that 12 is too big. 12% is way too large, because I know that 10% of 80 is 8. I only have 5. I don't have 8. I have only 5. That's too large. That one is gone. So I was down to these 3, C, D, and B. And from that point on, I start taking round numbers. Now around this number was 8, so I started with 8. I started with 8, and I know 8 times 8 is 64. That tells me that 6.4, let me put it here. That underneath this one, that tells me that 6.4 over 80 has to be 8%. Similarly, as we saw here, 4.8 has to be 6%. This has to be 8%. I'm closer to 6%. I hope you found this helpful. Send me an email. Post a comment on the YouTube if you like. If you wish to buy my DVDs, which contain the solutions to all the math problems, or if you wish to hire my services for personal and private tutoring, go to my website at www.prepforgmat.com and send me an email, alright? And then we'll talk. Thank you.